Awesome, thank you. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see some familiar faces and some new faces. As Maureen said, my name is Amanda. A quick introduction on myself. I'm a clinical exercise physiologist and a kinesiologist, and I do a lot of work with COPD and other lung conditions. I have a company, it's called iMaster Health, and we offer online pulmonary rehab resources. I can explain a little bit more about that at the end of the session if anybody is interested. But yeah, Jill and I, we help each other out with both of our exercise sessions. So it's really great to be able to fill in for Jill. For today, we're going to be using 2 light weights and a resistance band. Make sure you have your water bottle next to you as well, and have some proper footwear on, or be barefoot, just no slippers or socks, because if you're on hardwood, that can be a slipping hazard, of course. We're going to be performing these while sitting down, so make sure you have a sturdy chair. If you'd like to do this standing, I will give the cues for those standing exercises, but I'll be demonstrating this while sitting down because I think majority of the class will be doing that. But we are going to go and start off with our warm-up. Just going to head on back in my chair. Amazing. So one thing I really want us to think about throughout this entire exercise is our posture. So we're going to have our spine reaching up to the sky. Feel like there's a string pulling your back up. So we have a nice straight back. We're going to relax our shoulders. And I also want us to think about our breath. Think about that breath getting into your diaphragm or your belly, or having deeper breaths versus those shallow breaths where you're using a lot of those chest muscles and your shoulder muscles. So 2 things to make note of. We're going to start off with some deep breaths, bringing our hands out to the side. Again, keep that spine nice and tall. We're going to take a breath in through your nose. You can take a breath in through your mouth if that feels more comfortable. Then we're going to exhale our air through pursed lips and let our hands float to our side. And you're going to feel those shoulders relax a little bit. Awesome. And another deep breath in. Bring those arms all the way up. And we're going to purse our lips to exhale and float our arms down. When I say purse your lips, I mean feel like we're blowing out those birthday candles on a cake. So we're puckering our lips. Help get that trapped air out. Perfect. So this is a nice movement to start off. Try to focus on that breath getting into your diaphragm, and we're just getting a little bit of motion in our shoulders. Exhale that air, let it out. Beautiful work, everyone. Give those arms a little shake. We're going to go into some shoulder rolls, starting off with backward shoulder rolls. Bring those shoulders up towards our ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to roll them back and down, and they're going to go around. So again, bring those shoulders up towards our ears and squeeze our shoulder blades to bring our shoulders back and around to the front. Keep focusing on that breath. Try to exhale as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Beautiful work, team. And then we're going to go the other way. So this time we're bringing our shoulders up to our ears, but we're squeezing our chest muscles together, opening up those back muscles, and those shoulders are coming around. So forward, around, and back to center. Good work, everyone. I want you to try to keep that back straight and just focus on moving our shoulders. Sometimes we tend to arch our whole upper back like this when we're doing that. So just make note that we're not trying to move our entire body. We're just moving those shoulders. Perfect. One more all the way down and back to center. I'm going to go into some chest motion. Arms are going to reach all the way out to the side. And then we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a hug as we exhale. So exhale, give ourselves a hug. Inhale, reach those arms out. Find a nice steady movement here. You might find that you're exhaling longer than it takes to close those arms and open, and that's okay. The goal in our warm-up is to get motion in our muscles that we're using for our exercise session, but also to focus on our breath and what works for you. Awesome job, team. A few more. And one more. Stretch those arms out and relax. I want us to bring our hand and meet it on top of our shoulder. We're going to go into some elbow rotations. So if this is uncomfortable with your wrist, just have your hand in a fist and it can be near your shoulder or your ear. The goal here is to make big circles with our elbow and nice and slow. Try to keep this opposite shoulder straight. So we're focusing on stretching that back, our shoulder muscles, and you're gonna feel it in your pec muscles as well. And switch directions. Nice big circles. Good work, team. And one more all the way up, around. Relax this arm. Same thing on the other side. So we're gonna take our hand, it's gonna either touch our shoulder or just come near our shoulder. Big circles with that elbow, up and around and down. Keep focusing on that breath. Keep this other shoulder straight. It shouldn't be arched in like this. This is gonna help us stretch out the muscles a little bit more. Perfect, and other direction. Draw that big circle with our elbow. Focus on that breath. Awesome work, team, and one more. And we can relax that arm, give it a little bit of a shake, and the other one as well. Hands are crossed on our chest, bring our elbows up to shoulder height, and we are moving our elbows from side to side. Now the goal here is to make sure that your spine is staying in one position and we're moving at our core. So you're gonna feel those oblique muscles, which are the muscles on the sides of your tummy. You're gonna feel them activating, and that's what's gonna twist you from side to side. I want you to exhale as we twist. Try to inhale when you come back to center. But again, if you find yourself still needing to exhale as you come back to center, that's okay. Don't stop your breath, just do what's most comfortable for you. Keep those feet planted in the ground. Good work, and one more twist, back to center. Let's lower those elbows, and we're gonna go into some lower body movements. So we're gonna start off, come to the edge of our chair, and we're going to warm up our hamstrings. I want you to take your one foot, place it on the ground with your heel on the ground, toes pointing up. We're gonna take both of our hands and we're gonna make a little sweeping motion. Bring those hands on either side of your leg and come back up to center and switch. Other foot comes out and we're doing a little sweep. So here you should be hinging forward at your waist. You should keep your back nice and straight. And this is a hamstring stretch, but we're adding a little bit of a movement to it, so it's a great warm up. Try to exhale as you're sweeping. Inhale, come back to center, bring that foot in and switch. And again, those hands are just going on both sides of your extended leg. Good work, everyone. Let's do one more. Bring those hands back to center, walk those feet in. We're gonna come to the middle of our chair and we're gonna bring our knees towards our chest, assisting with our hands. So once to take our hands, we can intertwine our fingers, place it on the lower part of our knee, bring it up towards our chest and lower. And the other one up towards our chest and lower. So you're just alternating which knee is coming towards your chest. One thing to note here is that we're focusing on warming up our hip muscles. You're gonna feel a little bit of an activation with your quad muscles, which are the muscles on the front of your legs. But I want you to try and keep your back straight. So we don't wanna see that momentum with our back like this. I just want you to focus on utilizing that hip muscle to bring it up towards your chest. Good work, team. One more on each side. And lower, awesome. Now we're gonna do the same thing, bring that knee up, but we're not assisting with our hands, and we're gonna kick that knee out and back to center. So we're doing some leg kicks with a little bit of height on the bottom of our chair. So we're bringing that knee off of our chair or the thigh muscle off of our chair. And a little kick out. So this time we're warming up those knee joints. You're gonna feel those muscles on the front of your legs working a little bit more. Try to exhale when you kick that leg. Inhale back to center. Good work, everyone. And one more, kick that knee, bring it back, beautiful. We're gonna go into some heel raises. I want you to have both of your hands on top of your knees, and we're gonna keep those feet planted, keep the toes planted into the ground, and raise our heels up and down. up and down. Try to slowly lower this when you go to the ground, but you can bounce those heels up, slowly lower your heels. One thing to make note of when we're doing this exercise is that our knees are on top of our ankles. And if you also look, your hips should be aligned with your knees. So I don't want your knees to be out like this, and I don't want them to be in like this. I want them to be in a straight line. Awesome work, team. And one more, bring those heels up lower. We're gonna end off our warm up with some ankle rotation. So just starting with one ankle, keep your toes on the ground and do little circles with your heel in the air. And switch directions. Focus on that breathing. Think about that air getting into your belly. We're gonna let that ankle rest and move on to the other one. Good work, everyone. Get a little bit more motion in those ankles. And you can switch directions if you haven't already. And we can lower that ankle and we can grab a quick drink of water, and then we're gonna get into some cardio. So that's our warm up for today. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more mobile. Your heart might be getting up a little bit. Your breathing might be increasing a little bit, and that's all natural. Okay, we are gonna get into our cardio. Perfect. So we're gonna start off with our first cardio round. We're gonna be working 3 different exercises, and we're gonna go for 30 seconds each. Our first exercise, we're gonna have our hands by our chest, and we're gonna do what's called climbing the ladder. So we're gonna bring one arm up all the way to the sky, and you're gonna lift the opposite knee up, bring that arm down and knee down, and then the opposite one is gonna go. If you were doing this standing, just hold onto your stable surface like a chair or a table with the hand that isn't raised, give you more support. Perfect. So everybody's working. We're working for 30 seconds. If you have any issues with your shoulders and it's painful to get your arms up, you can reach your arms out. So you're still doing the same movement, you're just taking any load off of your shoulders. Good job, team. Keep that breath under control. Awesome work. And in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna pause that. We're gonna hold onto the edge of our chair, come to the edge of our chair and hold onto the side. We're gonna lean our body back, extend our knees forward, and we're gonna bring one knee up at a time, and you're gonna place that heel on the ground. I want you to feel your core working for this guy. If you're doing this while standing, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to lean back, so I want you to do quick feet instead. You're gonna feel that belly coming in towards your spine to activate your core. I want you to get that core working. It's gonna take any pressure off of your back. If this is uncomfortable, just lean up and still focus on the same movement, bringing your knees towards your chest. Good work, team. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We can walk those feet in. We're going to step our feet out so they're a little wider than shoulder width apart. Hands are by our chest. We're gonna reach up to the opposite side of the room, come down. Other arm goes up to the opposite side, back to center, and then down to the opposite side of our knee and center. And we're gonna repeat that. So up diagonal, down diagonal. Good work. Try to keep those feet planted. It's gonna encourage you to activate your core muscles as we do a little twist to reach in a diagonal. And again, if you have any issues with your shoulders, just go to shoulder height. Don't have to reach above your shoulders. Keep focusing on that breath. Good work, team. Okay, a few more seconds. Up, up, down, down, and last round, up, up, down, down, and we can take a rest. Walk those feet in, relax our hands. Good work, everyone. That's our first cardio round, so grab a drink of water if you need. If you feel like your breathing is going very crazy right now, or if it's just an increase and you want to work on getting that down, and that's what you should be doing with our break time, you can go into what's called our tripod position or resting position. So the goal here is you can either have your hands on your knees, or you can have your forearms on your knees or your thighs, hinge forward at your waist, keep that chest up, and think about pursed lip breathing to exhale and get that air into your belly. So deep belly breath, exhale to let that air out. Good work, everyone. We have about another 30 seconds of rest here, and then we're going to get into another cardio round. Awesome job, team. And if you feel like this, we're going to want to work around an intensity of a moderate to a higher intensity. So we can think about our dyspnea scale or the shortness of breath scale. So that's around a 3 to 4 on that scale. But if you find that you're going above that moderate to high intensity, I want you to try and take a break or slow down that movement. Just one thing to make note of, everybody's going to be working at a different pace because everybody's going to have a different intensity. Okay, team, we're going to sit back in the middle of our chair. We're going to get ready for our second cardio round. Starting off with a little bit of boxing. So we're going to have our hands in fists. We're going to tuck our chin towards our chest, and we're just going to do some punches, bringing one arm out all the way, extending at our elbow, and that hand staying at shoulder height. And everybody's moving. We're working for 30 seconds. Bring those hands back. Your elbows are coming back in towards your tummy. Exhale. Try to exhale as you punch. Inhale, come back. Good work. And again, if you find that that breathing pattern is you're still exhaling, that is okay. Everybody's going to have a different breathing pattern that works for them. Good job, team. And 3, 2, and 1. We're going to pause that. We're going to go right into some marching. So I want us to get our arms pumping, and we're going to bring those knees up. Try to get a little bit of distance between the floor and your feet when you raise those knees. Good job, team. Keep focusing on that breath. Awesome work. In through our nose, out through our mouth, get those arms moving. Beautiful. And in 5 seconds, we're going to switch to our third exercise. 3, 2, and 1. We can slow down that marching. We're going to plant our feet. We're going to take our hands and we're going to stack them on top of each other. And we're doing speed bags. So get those arms moving. They can be at shoulder height. If you find that this is too intense, bring those hands down towards your belly. That's going to make this less challenging. Keep focusing on that breath. If you want to make this more challenging, get those hands above your head. Keep focusing on that breathing. Good work, team. Try to pick up the pace a little bit. Go, go, go. 3, 2, and last second, slow it down. Good work, everyone. We can slow down those speed bags. We're taking a rest here. Awesome job. That's our second cardio round. Focus on that breath. Grab a drink of water when you're ready. If you want to keep moving and you want to do an active rest during our breaks, I want you to do some toe taps. Just gently tap that toe out in front of you and bring it back. But we do want to focus on bringing down our heart rate and bringing down our breathing throughout our rest periods. Good job, team. A little bit longer of a break, and then we're going to go into our third cardio round. Focus on that breath. If you need to take an extra long break, please do so. You know your body best, so if you feel like you need to control your breathing and take a little bit more of a rest period, that is okay. Okay, team. For our third cardio round, we're going to get into that. We're going to come to the edge of our chair. You can hold on to the sides of your chair, or you can have your hands crossed on your chest. Having your hands crossed is going to make this a little bit more challenging. I want you to step one foot out. You're going to step the other foot in, and then that foot's going to come out, and the other one's just going to cross on the other side, and then step out and out. Now you can do steps. If you want to make this more challenging, we can do little hops. So cross those feet and bring them out. Okay, and everybody's working. We're doing 30 seconds here. So you can either step or cross or hop. I'm sorry, my chair is a little squeaky. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. So again, you're gonna cross your feet when they come together. Good job, team. Keep that core engaged. That's gonna prevent your upper body from swaying back and forth with that momentum. I don't wanna see this. I want you to keep that core tight, and we're just focused on working our lower body. If you're doing this standing, you can just focus on doing the steps. Okay, and 3, 2, last one. We're gonna pause those feet, walk them out, bring our hands up to shoulder height, and we're gonna cross them in front of our body, bring them out. Cross in front, bring them out. Focus on that breath. And same thing, we wanna make sure that our upper body is not swaying back and forth like this, having momentum with our arms. We wanna make sure that we're activating our back muscles and our chest muscles and our shoulders to bring these arms out and in. Keep focusing on that breath. Good job, everyone. That looks awesome. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're going to put those two movements together. So I want you to step your feet out. We're gonna bring our hands out. We're going to cross our hands like last time, and then we're gonna cross our feet. Bring those out and cross in front. Out and cross. Good job, everyone. If this is too challenging, you can, again, just work on walking those feet in. Good job, everyone. Keep that core tight. Once you got the hang of it, you can pick up the pace a little bit to increase that intensity. Focus on that breath. Awesome work, everyone. Keep it up. We have a break coming up, so you got this. And 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms in, walk those feet in, roll those shoulders out, shake them out. Good job, everyone. Okay, we have another break here. So focus on getting that breath down, getting our heart rate down. Grab a drink of water. Practice our pursed lip breathing. Just always keep your chest up when you're taking a break and when you're leaning forward. Because if we have our shoulders in, we're restricting our breathing. So just think about those shoulders coming back, chest is up. You can hinge at your waist. What that does is that's gonna help to expand our diaphragm, which is our main breathing muscle. Good work, everyone. How is everybody doing so far? I see some thumbs up. Perfect. Good job, team. Okay, we are going to do one more cardio round. I know you guys have it in you. And then we will do our strength training. Okay, so for this cardio round, we're going to pretend we're chopping some wood. So we can have our hands and fists, and they can just be stacked on top of each other. We're going to start off on one shoulder. You're going to have your hands by your ear, and then you're going to extend those elbows and bring your hands by the opposite knee, and then bring it back up. So when you extend, you can try to exhale, inhale, bring it back up. And we're working for 30 seconds. Hands by ears, and bring them by your knee. Up, down, up, down. Good work, everyone. And we're focusing on just one side for now, and then we'll switch to the opposite side. Awesome job, team. You're gonna feel this in your core as you do a slight twist to bring those hands near your knee. Perfect. Keep it up, everyone. 3 more seconds. And 2. Last one. Awesome work. Now we're going to take our opposite hand and go to the opposite knee, or sorry, opposite knee, opposite ear, hands by your ear, and we are pretending we're chopping wood this way. Extend at those elbows. Exhale, bring your hands by your knee. Good job, everyone. Again, we're doing 30 seconds of work. Keep it up. Feel this in your core. You're gonna feel it in your shoulders as well as you bring those hands up and extend them down. 3 more seconds. 2, last one, and we can rest those arms. Now we're gonna do our last 30 seconds of quick feet. So you can hold onto the sides of your chair. You can have your hands crossed. Holding on will give you more support. And are just making gentle taps on the ground with our feet. Keep that core tight, keep your back up, relax your shoulders, focus on those feet. Focus on that breathing. We can bring our feet out to the side, back to center, to the other side, center. Keep it up, team. 5, 4, pick up the pace. 3, 2, and slow it down. Rest those feet. Awesome job, team. Take a little break here. Again, grab a drink of water. Focus on getting that breath down, heart rate down. Good job, team. If anybody has a heart rate monitor and they're wearing it, it's always good to just take note of your heart rate during the rest periods because we do want to see it go down, especially when we're doing the interval training for our cardio. The goal is to work at a higher intensity for a shorter amount of time and then give ourselves a break so that we can restore our breathing and our heart rate. So it's a nice little gadget to use just to monitor. Perfect. And then for our strength training, we are going to be getting into that very shortly. We're going to be using a resistance band and 2 light weights. So you can have that beside you. We're starting off with our 2 light weights. So we can take a little longer rest period. If you have any trapped air, I really want you to focus on your pursed lip breathing. Get that air out. Okay, and same thing as usual. If you need a little bit longer of a rest period, please just take one. You can join us in our strength training when you are ready. We're going to start off with our upper body workout. So what this is going to be is called a pec raise. So we're going to have our hands just by our sides and our palms are facing forward and we're holding on to those light weights. If you don't have dumbbells, you can get creative, get some soup cans, water bottles, whatever you feel comfortable holding. And we're going to take one arm at a time and we're going to keep our palms facing the ceiling. We're going to bring that hand so it's just coming in front of our body and a little bit to the side. So it should be lined up with our opposite shoulder. Then you're going to bring it down and repeat with the other side. Palms facing the ceiling and that hand is meeting where your opposite shoulder is, out in front of your body. You can exhale as you bring that arm up. Inhale, back to center. We're aiming for 12 reps on each side. This is rep number 3. Exhale up, inhale down. Awesome work, team. So where you should be feeling this exercise is in your pec muscles, which are these muscles that are kind of near your shoulder and your chest. They're main chest muscles. Exhale up, inhale down. So always good to remember, keep that palm facing the ceiling. So sometimes you're going to see that palm go out. I want you to think about that palm going up. It's going to isolate that muscle even more. Awesome work, team. Again, try to do this at a slower pace. It's going to help us Activate those muscles a little bit longer. Good job, team. Let's push for 2 more on each side. Exhale, raise. Inhale down. Keep that palm facing the ceiling. Good job, everyone. Last rep. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Awesome work, team. That is 12 reps, I believe. And we're going to lower those weights and grab our band. Okay, and for our second exercise, so we just worked our chest. We're now gonna work our back. I'm gonna angle my chair this way. So we're gonna do some rows. So we're gonna take our trusty band, just do a little check, make sure there's no holes in it. We're gonna extend our feet. So our knees have a little bit of a bend, our heels are on the ground. We're gonna take the middle of our band and we're gonna place it on the bottom of our feet, just like that. The ends of your bands are gonna be secure in your hands. And you're gonna start off with your hands near your knees. Your elbows should be extended. Our back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. We're going to exhale and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together. So our elbows are coming just behind our body and our hands are near our pocket. Inhale and our hands are coming back towards our knees. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, back to center. You can also think about you putting something in the pockets of your pants. That's where their hands should be. Good job, team. And again, we're aiming for 12 reps. And return. Bring it back. Return. Feel like you're squeezing a pencil in between those shoulder blades to activate our chest or our back muscles. Our chest can be slightly up, so we're not restricting our breathing. Exhale, bring our hands back. Inhale forward. Good work, everyone. Let's aim for 3 more. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Relax. 2 more. Elbows are coming slightly behind. And last one. Beautiful work, everyone. We can walk those feet in and we're gonna keep holding on to our band. If you need to grab a drink of water before we get into our lower body exercise, please do so. For this next exercise, we're going to be focusing on our hip muscles. So we're gonna take our band, we're gonna take one end of the band and we're gonna put it under one foot. So this is gonna help us secure that band in place. Now you should see the other end of your band. It's gonna go in between both of your legs. You're gonna take the end and we're going to wrap it on top of the opposite leg that isn't holding on to our band. It's gonna go over top and we're gonna go around and under our thigh. And we're going to have it come up in between our legs again. And you're gonna hold on to it with that same side hand. So I'm gonna show everybody this again. So you're stepping on one end, taking the other end of the band, it's coming in between your legs. It's gonna go on top of your thigh. It's gonna go around, under, and back up in between both of your legs, and you're gonna hold on to it with that same side arm. Your opposite hand can be holding on to the edge of the chair. It's gonna give you a little bit more support. What we're doing is we're bringing our knee up towards our chest and we're lowering it. What you want to do is make sure that your hip is aligned with your knee is aligned with your ankle. So one big straight line. Bring that knee up and lower. So this band is giving us more resistance on our thighs. So we're working our hip muscles a little bit more to get our knee up towards our chest. Good job, everyone. Exhale as we bring our leg up. Inhale down, make sure our back is nice and straight. Those shoulders are relaxed. Again, we're doing 12 reps. So we'll do 12 reps on this leg, and then we'll switch to the other leg. Everybody's gonna have a little different range of motion in our hips. So you might only be able to get your knee up a little bit like that. That's okay. Might be able to get it up a little bit higher. That is great as well. Exhale up, inhale down. Good work, everyone. And let's do one more. All the way up, lower, and relax that hip. We can untangle our band, and we're gonna do the other leg. So same thing. We're gonna take one end of the band. We're gonna step on top of that band to secure it on the floor. Your legs should be about hip width apart. So when I say that, I mean, look at your hips. Is there a straight line from your hips to your knees? The other end of your band is gonna come in between your legs. We're gonna take it and we're gonna put it on top of our thigh. And it's gonna come to the outside, under, and it's gonna come back around in between our legs. And you can hold it there with the same side hand. This opposite hand can be holding on to your chair. Okay, everyone, we can do 12 reps. Bring our knee up, slowly lower. Leg up and lower. Think about exhaling on the more challenging part. So exhale when you bring your knee up. It's really important here that our knee stays aligned with our hip, that our knee is not in or out, a straight line. Exhale up, inhale down. Good work, team. All the way up and down, over halfway there. Awesome job. Gonna feel those hip muscles working. If you need to loosen up on the band to make it a little bit easier, you could do that. Just make sure you have a little bit more slack right in this part. Or if you need to make this more challenging, you can tighten up on the band and there's gonna be more resistance. Good job, everyone. Let's do 2 more. All the way up. Lower, last one. Bring that knee to the sky. Lower, unravel the band. Great work, team. Let's grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna do those exercises again. We're gonna start off with our pec raises so we can grab our light weights in a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. So if we can remember what our pec raises are like, we're gonna have our hands holding onto both of our weights. Palms are facing forward. We're alternating our arms. So we're doing one at a time. We're bringing one arm up and we're bringing it just in front of our body, a little bit to the side. So it should be aligned with your opposite shoulder. Bring it back. And other arm comes up and back. Good work, everyone. Keep your palm facing the ceiling. So right now, the palm's facing in front of us. When we bring our arm up, it should continue to face the ceiling. So we're not twisting our wrist like this. We're making sure it's up. And again, this is just isolating that muscle a little bit more. Exhale up. Inhale down. You're gonna have a little bit of a bend in your elbow, but it should be relatively straight. Good job, team. Up and down. Awesome work, everyone. Exhale up, inhale down. Perfect. Few more reps. Awesome, keep that core engaged. We're gonna do 2 more reps each side. And lower, exhale up. Inhale, lower. Try to do this in a slow pace. Up, lower, last rep, all the way up. Lower that hand, and we can put our weights to the side and grab our band. Beautiful. And our second exercise, if everybody remembers, is our rows. So let's get our band out, and we're going to come to the edge of our chair. We're gonna step our feet out just a little bit. There's gonna be a little bend in your knees. Our heels are on the ground and our toes are pointing up, so we have room to put our band under our feet. There we are. Hands are gonna be at the sides of our knees, on the outside of our knees. Keep that back straight, and we're going to pull our hands back towards our pocket, squeezing with your back muscles, and relax. Exhale, feel those back muscles squeezing together, and relax. Awesome job, everyone. And bring those hands towards our knees. So our upper body should be staying still, and we're just moving our arms, and you should feel those back muscles working to bring our elbows behind our body slightly. Good job, everyone. Halfway there, we're doing 12 reps. If you need to make this less challenging, you can loosen up on the band. So just walk your hands down the band if you have extra band there. And squeeze, it's gonna be less resistant. If you feel like you need to make this more challenging, you're gonna walk your hands towards your feet. Increase the resistance. Good work, everyone. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze those shoulders. Relax, and last one, all the way back. Relax, walk those feet in, and we are going to go into our hip raises. Grab a drink of water in between these sets if you need. And then we'll configure our band over top of our hips or our thighs. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one end of the band. It's going to go under one foot. The band's going to come up in between both of our legs, over top of the opposite thigh, around on the outside, under, and back up in between our legs. And we're going to hold on to that with our hand on the same side of that hip that's working. Opposite hand is just holding onto our chair. Bring our knee up and lower. Keep that knee aligned with your hip and lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Great work, everyone. We're doing 12 reps. Keep that back from swaying. You can feel your core engage a little bit more. Halfway there. Good job, team. And again, if you need to make this less challenging, just loosen up on the band a little. To make this more challenging, you can tighten up on the band. Do 2 more. Rest that leg for a second and bring it back up. Lower, last rep, all the way up. Lower and relax. We can take the band and we're going to just configure it the opposite leg. So same thing, one end, we're just gonna step on it. The other end is gonna come in between our legs, on top of our thigh. to the outside, under, and back up, in between our legs again. Beautiful. Other hand, hold on to the side of your chair for more support. Keep that back straight, shoulders are relaxed, and let's move our leg up and down. Up and down. Exhale to bring that knee to the sky. Inhale to lower. You're gonna feel this hip muscle working. So that's the muscle right here, right where your hip is. Good work, team. Perfect. Halfway there. Rep number 7. Again, we're doing 12. Do this in a nice slow pace. Exhale up, inhale, rest. Let's push for 2 more. All the way up, lower, last one, up, lower, relax. Good work, everyone. Okay, we can take that band and we can grab our light weights again, because we have one more set of those 3 exercises, and then we have a nice cool down planned. Grab a drink of water if you need. Good work, team. Okay, we're going to come to the edge of our chair again. Feet are planted, hands are in both of our weights, or holding onto both of our weights. And again, we're working one arm at a time. Bring that arm up and lower, and up and lower. Good work, team. I'm just going to angle myself this way so everyone has a different view. So that arm should be pretty straight. A little bit of a bend in your elbow, but it should be pretty straight out in front of you. Exhale, hand up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. You're going to about shoulder height. Keep that palm facing the ceiling. Keep your back nice and straight. Awesome job, everyone. And lower. Again, we're doing 12 reps. Let's push for 3 more. All the way up. Slowly lower. Hand comes to center. So when you bring your arm out in front, should be right in front of your body and a little bit to the side of your opposite shoulder. And 1 more rep each side. Arm raises, lower, and last one, all the way up, slowly lower. Awesome job, everyone. Let's drop those weights and grab our band. And again, if you need to grab a drink or if you need to take a little rest, please do so. I'll wait for everybody to get their band ready. But we're gonna go into our rows. So we're working those back muscles. Like usual, we're gonna have our our legs are hip width apart. Knees are going to be extended, a little bit of a bend. Get those toes pointing to the sky, but our heels are planted. We're gonna take the middle of our band. We're just gonna put them the bottom of our feet, holding on to the edges of our band. Keep that back nice and straight. Hands are by the outside of our knees. Exhale, squeeze our shoulder blades together. And inhale, return. Exhale, bring those arms back. Your elbows are coming just behind your body. Inhale, return. Your hands should just be going along the distance of your thigh. So they shouldn't be any lower or any higher. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale, return. Your chest can be up a little bit so we're not restricting any of our breathing or any breath. and return. Exhale back. Inhale, center. We have 3 more reps. Return. Nice and slow. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And last one. Awesome work, everyone. We can walk our feet in. We're still holding on to this band because we're going to go into our hip raises. Okay, so we're going to take our band again, feet hip width apart. This time our knees are at a 90-degree angle. We're taking one end, set it down on the floor, take that foot, step on top, the opposite end in between our legs, on top of our thigh, out to the outside, under, and in between your legs again. Secure it there, hold on to that same side hand, other hand holds on to the opposite, to the side of our chair. Okay, and we're going to lift our leg up and lower. Rise up and lower again. We're doing 12 reps. Exhale, inhale down. Good work, team. You're going to feel those hip muscles working a little bit more. Awesome job. Halfway there. Good work, everyone. Number 9, 3 more. All the way up. As we exhale, inhale, lower. One more. Raise that knee down to the ground, untangle that band. And we can't miss out on our last tip. So same thing, drop that end to the ground, step on top of it. The opposite end comes in between our legs, over top of our opposite knee, to the outside of the thigh, under and around. Hold on to that end of the band with the same side hand. And our other hand is supporting herself. Bring that leg up and lower. Up and lower. Same thing, exhale as we raise our knee to the sky. Inhale to lower. Good job, everyone. Halfway there. Perfect. Number 7 and 8, you're going to feel your core activate. 9, 3 more, push for it. 10, exhale up. 11, last one, everyone. And 12, and relax. Good job, team. That is our strength training. Give yourself a pat on the back. Grab a drink of water. We're going to get into our cool down. Okay, since we just worked those hips, let's do a little hip stretch to start off. So what I want us to do is we're going to take one foot and we are going to try and get it on top of our knee. If you can't get that foot on top of your knee, what you're going to do is you're just going to take it and it can go on top of your shin, the opposite shin. You can work your way up there on if it's closer to your knee or if it's closer to your ankle. What you should be feeling is a stretch in your hip on that side of the raised foot. So if you can get it on top, that's wonderful. If you need to increase the stretch, we're going to hinge forward at our waist. And just breathe through this. Throughout our cool down and throughout these stretches, I really want you to focus on your breathing. I want you to think about getting that breath into your belly, pursing our lips as we exhale, so we're getting any trapped air out of our lungs. Good work, team. And we can rise our body up, slide that foot down, and switch legs. So this opposite foot is going to come on top of our knee. Again, if you can't get it on top of your knee, just going to extend that knee a little bit. Bring your foot to the shin. It can be down below or down near your ankle, or you can raise it up towards your knee. Or if you can get it on top, that is wonderful as well. To increase the stretch, hinge forward at your waist. Always make sure that we're keeping our chest upright. Think about that breath getting into your belly. A little bit longer exhale. Good job, everyone. Okay, and we can lean up and we can let our foot slide down to the ground. We're just going to do some shoulder rolls here to relax our shoulder muscles. So up and around. You can do backward shoulder rolls. And then we'll move into some forward shoulder rolls. Just loosen those neck muscles and shoulder muscles up. Good work. Okay, we're going to do a chest stretch. So I want us to bring our hands out, extend those elbows, keep our chest up. And we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together to stretch out these chest muscles right here. And you're just going to breathe through this. If you have some good range of motion in your shoulders, you might be able to interlock your fingers together to increase the stretch. Extend those elbows, look up, and breathe. So whatever's more comfortable, you want to just keep those hands extended by the sides where you can interlock them. Few more seconds. And now we're going to relax, roll those shoulders up and forward. And we're going to take both of our hands and we're going to do a big circle and bring our arms together in front of our body. We can interlock those hands. I want us to think about stretching our upper back. So we're going to take those arms, extend our elbow, and we're going to pull our arms away from our body. Drop your chin towards your chest and feel your upper back open up. Now you're going to feel those shoulder blades separating from each other. I'm going to change my direction. So again, we're feeling our upper back arch. Drop your chin. Bring those hands away from your body. Nice deep breath through this. And when you're ready to relax, we're just going to roll those shoulders up and back. And you're going to shake out those arms a little. Good work. Let's go into a shoulder stretch. We're going to bring one arm out across our body, and we're just going to hold it there with our opposite hand. You can either hold it below your elbow, above your elbow. You can hook it, whatever is more comfortable. And again, just breathe through this stretch. Good work, everyone. Get that breath into your belly. And we can unhook that arm, bring it back to center, lower, just roll that shoulder out a little. And the opposite arm, we're going to bring it up in front, across our body. Same thing, you can hold it below, above, or hook it near your elbow. Relax the shoulder so it shouldn't be crunched up towards your ear. Good job, everyone. This is going to be our last stretch. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for having me sub in for Jill on this exercise session. And I mentioned in the intro that I do have a program. It's called iMaster Health. So if you guys are interested, it's an online program. It's free of cost right now. So it's imasterhealth.com. You guys can head on over and you'll just get the exercise videos, breathing videos, and education. And Jill is in some of them as well. But that is our exercise session for today. So great work, everybody. Thank you so much for your awesome participation.